Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Warhammer Wednesday. We are in Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. I know it says Inquisitor Prophecy, but that was just one of the major updates to the game. I don't know what it did, but it is Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. Developed by one of my favorite indie studios, Neocore Games. They created Van Helsing, The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing, and then the break-off game Death Trap, which was a mini-game inside of Van Helsing 2, I think. And then they made a whole game out of it, which was awesome. Haven't played it yet, but I plan to. And then they made... I'm calling it Incredible, but I haven't been able to pick it up yet. The Incredible King Arthur. The King Arthur's Tale, I believe it's called. And they're just so good at making RPGs. And especially isometric ARPGs like Van Helsing, like Inquisitor Martyr. But Death Trap was a tower defense type game. And then, King Arthur's actually a tactics game. But Neocore Games is so good at what they do that I'm willing to suffer doing badly at a tactics game to buy one of their games, because they're such an awesome indie developer. This is a nice little cutscene. Just shows you kind of I guess how Inquisitors are born. It's been a very long time since I played. Good lord, do you see that guy? Last time I played this, it was actually on PS4 or PS4 Pro. That's weird. They must have changed these because, yeah, that's better. I don't know what that was. I don't know what happened. He was so low res and everything. That's much better. I'm gonna try 1440p mode and see if if we can actually still lock in at 60. This is the PS4 version. There is a PS5 upgrade. I can get it for half off because the upgrade is actually just buying the PS5 version. But I mean, if this thing locks in at 60, I'll be happy with it. I'll be happy with the PS4 version, sticking with it. Frame blending helps smoothing the motion and could provide a better average frame rate at a cost of animation and effect quality. Really poor performance and or massive FPS drops. Well, let's uncheck that and just see how well it runs without it. Now, this is my character, but honestly, I have two characters. We're going to create a whole new one. And honestly, I can't play this guy? I can't delete him. That's odd. Heavy Gunner Crusader. How can I not delete this guy? That's really strange. Graveyard. Oh, he's dead? Why? Interesting. Well, apparently I didn't play this guy at all. But he's dead. I'm level 14 and he's dead. I don't know. Revive him. Then we can delete him, because I don't really know what I was doing with these characters. Let's start over, huh? I'm not tied to either of these characters. Oh. Wait. Oh, there we go. Okay. It was character 3. This one will go the distance for sure. Well, now it will. We have a dedicated day. Why wouldn't it go the distance? I will find my way. I can go the distance. They have battle sisters in here. To all the people who say there are no female characters in video games. Look at her. We have a battle sister in this game, bruh. Suck a dick. She's got to walk. I'm going Crusader, obviously. I mean, look at the guy. Shield, sword, bing, bam, boom. Probably going to go two-handed weapon, though, if I can. Now, I've never heard anyone ever say ever. Okay, so the assault is the sword and shield. Actually, I want to go heavy gunner, because well... Shotgun, laser gun, demolition armor, a heavy armor weapon with an auxiliary missile launch system. This rare power armor variant was tailored specifically to the need of the inquisitorial retinues in need of fire support in desolate, isolated environments. Also equipped with a frag grenade dispenser belt, plus 5% damage bonus on kill for 5 seconds, stacks up 10 times. That's 50% damage bonus on kill. 60% melee damage bonus when surrounded, so that's good. But it does... Okay, power sword, great sword, and suppression shield. So you can use a great sword. No hammers, though. The Assault Crusader is the master of hand-to-hand combat, wielding power sword and suppression shield, or the two-handed, energy-infused great sword, cutting through several enemies at the same time or mitigating incoming damage with shocking efficiency. A power armor equipped with a light but effective jump pack. Okay. And then the tactical one is just laser pistol and auto gun, sentinel armor. Is there a actual Warhammer class? Oh, look at this. The assassin's a female. I didn't even know this. Look at that. There you go. So you got the Battle Sisters and the assassins are both female. Have I heard of the brand Melinda's? No. Doesn't look like it. That's just creepy. I'm sure that the PS5 version probably... Okay, we got the Psyker. Let's just check the Psyker. Force staff, force rod. Bolt pistol, and force rod. I don't think any of these guys have... Maybe the Battle Sister... Well, the Battle Sister I'd have to purchase for $14.99. Sororitas class for $15? Buy a class for $15? Well, I hope that comes in like the expansion or something. Yeah, it is a hot sauce brand. I'm a fan of their ghost pepper sauce, and I'm, as we speak, trying their green sauce with some fish tacos. I can't decide if I like it or not. Oh, I'm sure you'll decide eventually. All right, we're going Crusader. I think I'll go with the heavy gunner, seeing as how nobody seems to want to use an actual Warhammer. This guy will be able to use the great sword, but I guess that means they probably don't have Warhammers in here, which is a disappointment because I love the Warhammer. So I'll go heavy gunner again. Never really finished it anyway. So we got story mode, which means everything's easy. Who are newcomers to ARPG genre. Then we got the normal, which we're going to probably do. Then there's hard and extreme. But we're going to go normal because I want to experience it. And we can make it a seasonal character. Season of Escalation. I think this must have been like the last season they did, because I feel like this is a long time ago this came out. Oh no, here we go. Season of Escalation, Malediction, Inferno, Warp Surge, Void Brethren. Wait, so you can actually create a whole character in each season? Dude, this is how you do seasonal content. Right, so I think Inferno was the first one, I think. I believe. I mean, it's on the left. I read left to right, so I'm assuming Inferno was the first one. That is so sick, dude. Neilcourt, you guys, come on. You guys are awesome. That is fantastic. Diablo never did that. If the season was done, it was done. You never got to replay any of it. Anything. Seasonal characters exist on separate servers and cannot play or interact with regular characters. They do, however, have access to seasonal objectives and are eligible to earn seasonal rewards. They become regular characters when the season ends. when the season ends, but like, but I can choose the season. At least that's what it's looking like. Unless this is just a rundown of like what you... No, see, then you can do tier 1, tier 2, 3, 4, 5... No, yeah, it looks like you can just replay all the seasons. And I think this is... The Malediction was the last one, it looks like. Well, anyway. Alright, that's pretty cool. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going to name him Mad Minnow 4. Minimum 3 characters. Rye bread. I'm just gonna pick the same name. John Dar. No. Let's play the tutorial missions because I honestly don't remember a damn thing. John Dar Jr. rides again. It is the 41st millennium and there is no peace amongst the stars. The Imperium of Man is besieged from all sides by the Xenos races, and it is slowly rotting away from the inside, tainted by the Chaos Gods. Inquisitors are autonomous, powerful agents who wage a great and secret war for mankind. They fight in the shadows and nothing is beyond their authority. They are the judges and the executioners.
Inquisitor's Log. Classified report. Scheduled for later transmission. I am closing on the source of the inquisitorial distress signal I was assigned to investigate. The coordinates I received from the Caligari Conclave led me to a desolate system. There were many delays during the journey. The intensity of the Caligari warp surges is beyond anything I've experienced. These anomalies are spreading through the subsector like a tidal wave. The distress signal has an ancient encryption used by the Holy...
Yeah, it's not that loud.
It is authentic,
Here.
but extremely old. The signal is coming from a battered fortress monastery that was likely spat from the warp when the tide of the surges swept through the sector. There is no response to our hailing signals.
The audio kind of clips a little bit every once in a while. Like there's like a cut somewhere in the middle.
Inquisitor, this is your captain speaking. I'm still trying to hail the monastery, but I get no response.
The hull looks intact, though. I think it was simply abandoned a very long time ago.
Then what do you expect to find over there?
Something that once belonged to the Inquisition. And lots of empty holes.
Sounds exciting. I've instructed your pilots to land on the hangar deck.
Stand by and wait for my signal.
Inquisitor, the automatic defense system has been activated. The turrets are attacking you. Do you...
Well, you think maybe he would have seen that coming? Now, again, this is the PS4 version, or it's the PS4 Pro code. If the PS5 doesn't brute force its way through it, we're probably going to be seeing a lot of screen tearing, and I might actually be tempted to buy the PS5 upgrade. I'm not, again, I don't know what the PS5 upgrade comes with, though. And this is reading from an external hard drive, so also keep that in mind.
Winter, can you hear me? Strange. Vox communication is jammed and I can't use my teleporter device. Something must be disturbing my signal. I will record everything in my audio log, in case I don't return.
Probably best.
Inquisitorial log, new entry. While attempting to dock in the hangar of an unknown fortress monastery, my transport took heavy fire. I suspect that the automatic weapon systems were activated, but I don't yet know why. The transport has been destroyed, along with my equipment. My pilot is dead. I will pray for him later.
Okay, actually, so far so good. Nothing too egregious. A lot smoother. I remember when I played this on the PS4 Pro, it was quite... It wasn't really hitting 60, even on the 1080p mode, which I believe we're on the 1440p. Yeah, I wanted to see how it would do in 1440p. I might just turn it down to 1080p just to guarantee a lock 60 if it's not already. But you can see the animations are still a little bit choppy. In the PS5 upgrade, they probably cleaned that up.
Interesting. Mindless servitors.
The audio is also quite low. I'll check the audio levels.
Drone just for operating the door seems excessive.
Well, low in terms of volume, but also low in quality, too. Which is probably something they had limitations on with the PS4. Oh, yeah, look at that. That's way low. All right, let's get the master up there. But then turn down... We'll get the music down to 50. And then everything else is good. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Look at this. We can even... They gave us brightness, contrast, gamma, saturation. It's pretty good. Turn that down. You say sound effects might give trouble. Yeah, let's go with 80% on that. UI sounds, video sound. Okay. We're good there. That way we can at least hear him over all the nonsense.
An ancient cogitator. Let's see if the tech prayers still hold. It might have information about this place.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know how loud it sounds to you guys. I'm already at negative 12 decibels, so it'll be interesting to see if you guys can still hear me over all of it.
Just as I suspected. It's a pile of rust. At least I found some interesting diagnostics.
Right.
I should check all the cogitators on the ship for other details.
You are correct. We will not know until much later. Should I move my... You know what? I might, actually. There's nothing in the top right corner so far, so... Just group. It's still kind of covering up the objective, but that's okay. Well, because Huffman, maybe I want you to see my health, so you don't have to ask questions.
I found some human remains.
Silly
The time
boy.
of death seems recent. I don't like the look of the marks on the bodies. Something killed them with mindless brutality. Oh, yes. The perfect weapon to deliver the Emperor's justice.
His justice.
Creature of chaos. Can you withstand my faith?
Like, aka the shotgun?
For the Emperor!
Oh, right.
Ancient Imperial ship infested by chaos.
So X is... He moves forward while shooting.
Let's cleanse the tape then.
That's a rapid fire. And that's like a really powerful shot. And this is... Circle is something, but I can't do anything with it yet. And the laser gun. You can equip 2 weapon sets for each mission. Press right on the D-pad to switch between them. Note that the switch will set all your weapon skills on cooldown. Some of your attacks will be unavailable for a while. Thus, you will have to judge whether switching weapons in the middle of an engagement is worth it. Well, let's not do that. Yeah, it does, but I'm not entirely sure. Got a laser gun. Ooh.
New log entry. I have found a room tainted by the filth of chaos. There is also a tech priest
Chaos.
with a functioning cogitator.
We're here to kill
It
chaos.
contained information on how I could turn off the Vox jammer. I found new information. There is an emergency cogitator nearby where I could turn off the jamming system.
Okay, this one doesn't have any ammo, it overheats.
Open the door.
Oh, look at that graphical.
Walls now.
That's okay.
Everywhere. Taint. In the machines.
By the Emperor. What foul abomination is this?
Oh, that's bad.
A talking servitor. It might be mind-locked, but this is still unusual.
Alright, we go with combat.
Well met, heretics. It is time for you to die.
Oh, right. This has a cover system in it, too. Which is very, very unusual for an action RPG.
Finally. That's the cogitator that will disable the jammer. I couldn't turn off the teleportation jammer, but the Vox should be fine now. Captain Van Winter, can you hear me?
Inquisitor, finally. I thought we'd lost you.
It would have been quite convenient for you, I suppose.
Trust me,
Ah.
I'm on your side. I'm not saying I don't want my ship back, but who would clear my name if you died in battle?
For an action RPG, but not super out of place for Warhammer. I guess not, but I don't really see myself... I remember the last time playing this, I didn't really use it. You know, taking cover in action RPGs really doesn't make much sense. I'd rather dodge. So we'll see if that circle button is actually a dodge. I'm not 100% on that. I don't like the look of my camera being up in the top right. Oops. There we go. Why is it not snapping? There we go. Hold on. That's better. I'd rather have it there. Might be occasionally useful. Hopefully you can build enough not to need it most of the time. Not putting the camera dead center is cowardice. I just don't like it. Plasma pistol unlocked. Okay, so campaign mission 1 done. We start campaign mission 2. I wonder if people still play this. This was a game, once again, it's yet another game that I really wish I stuck with from the very beginning, because I think I bought it damn near day one. And they have all these seasons, and I thought I was screwed because they had all these seasons, and I'm like, I'm gonna go into the game and I'm not gonna be able to play any of them. As far as I could tell, you could create a seasonal character in any season, and you can replay all the seasons, which is great.
On my way there.
I'm going to make myself some good old-fashioned cola. If you don't hear from me in 5 minutes, I'm either dead or your chat is broke again. Alrighty. You're gonna make the cola? Do you have a soda stream? I mean, it's an action RPG, but I guess it's what an odd graphical error. Look at that. What a weird thing. Okay, so if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, the outer bar is my armor, and of course the red bar is my health. And then I've got my super ability with L2, R2 right there. R1 is a stim shot, but we don't have any yet.
By the Emperor.
What have you found down there, Inquisitor?
Some unlucky members of an Imperial retinue. This is a shrine dedicated to the ruinous powers. Somebody really wants his dark wishes to be fulfilled.
In other words, there's something on that ship that requires human sacrifice. Wonderful.
So I'm seeing a pretty locked 60 FPS. It is PS4 code after all. But still, it's pretty locked in at 1440p. I like the auto-targeting because at least it keeps me from... Well, I can't actually target my character. It's just... You can rotate the camera, that's it. Okay, so R2, I think I can hold it to continue doing that, but it will pop off, I think, 5 rounds anyway, by default, if I just push it. Oh, you can find clue... huh. So you can get extra XP for finding all the clues and stuff. Now, I am seeing...
Yes, a grenade. Enemies of the Emperor, I'll blast you to smithereens.
Okay, so L2 is a grenade. I got 4 of those. I can count. I can still see some screen tearing happening. Curious about whether or not that's visible on 1080p mode. I love the fact that you could just change that on the fly. Yeah, you can still see it. So no matter what I do, it's going to be there. And again, the PS5 upgrade might have actually fixed all the issues that the PS4 version had, but I mean, we'll see. You survived. Well, welcome back.
A proper welcome committee at last. That grenade could be useful now.
Oh, yeah. What? Well, this is interesting. Probably going to need to interact with, like, an elevator or something and then hold off. Indeed. Must investigate this situation.
I have found a corpse of an Imperial soldier. I'll take his data slate. It could contain a recording that could shed some light on what happened here.
Dude got chopped in half. This is part of the cutscene at the beginning. At least the one that would play if you stayed on the main menu long enough. We got a big boy to deal with. Did a bit of a big boy. You coming at me, man? He killed himself. Good job, idiot.
I found the body of a fallen Adeptus Astartes.
What? Did you just say that there was a dead space marine down there?
He must have been a member of that unlucky Imperial reconnaissance team I found.
Allow me to clarify that. You only found pieces of them. So it'll be just you against something that tore apart one of the mightiest champions of the Imperium.
That's
Don't
right.
jump to conclusions just yet, Captain. It could easily be more than one creature.
It could be, yes.
Let me take flesh.
Ooh, definitely a lot of little creatures, that's for sure.
Come at me, creatures! Come at me!
New tutorial. Horde creatures are very weak individually, but you can expect dozens of them rushing towards you at one time, or at a time. Unprepared, you'll find yourself swarmed, surrounded, and torn apart by a sea of inferior wretches. The best way to deal with a horde is using area attacks. Keep some countermeasures at hand whenever horde creatures are present in a mission. I mean, that ain't nothing. No big deal, man. Look at that. They even modeled the other side of this door, but I don't think that ever becomes an option. You can definitely see a lot of the graphical issues that the PS4 version had.
Team Sigma, this is Chaos Thorn speaking. Team Sigma, come in.
I'm afraid Team Sigma won't be responding anytime soon.
What? Who are you, and what are you doing there? Taking a stroll on the decks? By the Emperor!
Mind your manners. I am an Inquisitor, and I don't tolerate...
An Inquisitor? About bloody time. I thought your lot had followed Lord Klosterheim into the Dark Zone. Listen, we're under heavy attack in the control room, so I'd appreciate it if you could join us while we deliver the Emperor's will until our most triumphant death. Thorn out.
Talk about being brainwashed.
I established connection with someone from an Imperial expedition.
We can
on
zoom
the
in,
ship,
but that's, yeah.
He's clearly confusing me with someone else.
Definitely don't want to be zoomed in, because then you can't see anything. Okay, I think that's all the clues. Oh. I just hit the touchpad. That's what it brought up. What the... Oh, okay. There we go. Well, okay. Tutorials... Investigations. There we go. We are... We're still in chapter 1. I thought we were in chapter 2. Well, we've got all of this stuff. Damn, lot of dialogue, or a lot of text to read through and everything if you're really deep into the lore. I'd like to. At some point, maybe. It's too bad I can't use that. Or... Oh, was that the exit? Yeah, it was. I'm an idiot. So it shows... I don't know what those numbers are. I guess that's... degrees? Or something? Oh, let's check out some of our stuff here. What do we got? We've got 2.1 Critical hit strength, 5.9% experience gained. An experience boost would be nice. Okay, common. Okay, yeah. 11 damage, 2% heat resistance, 2% physical resistance. Okay, let's unequip this for this one. Okay. 3.1% warp resistance, 5.6% dot duration. Oh. Physical resistance, bonus loot quantity. I think we'll go with that one. Yeah. Look at the inventory space. Holy crap, dude. They really made sure that... Oh, there you go. They really made sure that they set us up. So I was right. This was actually modeled because we're going to go this way. I don't know why I would think that they would model something and then just not use it. What a waste of memory. Also, apologies for the minor technical issues at the beginning of the stream. I set up the settings wrong. I actually put it on CQP instead of constant bitrate. Because I was in the mode of like, oh, set the recording or whatever. Open 10 supply boxes. Oh, nice. But looks like I already have to take a bathroom break, so I'll be right back. Okay. I really wish I could turn up the volume on the Stinger transition, but it won't let me. There's no way to actually turn it up, which is kind of shitty, but whatever. Okay, all right, so we're still in campaign 1, okay, but we just have multiple parts, got it. And then we got navigation wheel, inventory, character sheet, passives, heroic deeds, passives. Whoa, oh. I have 1 passive skill point, melee combat, close quarters. So it's not... Does it not specifically have to be... My god, there's so much to this game. So does it not specifically have to be, like... Kill 250 champion enemies? Oh, is this... This looks like it's account-based, because I don't think I've killed anywhere near 200 enemies at all, let alone 250 champion enemies. So, I wonder if close quarters is just, like, not specifically melee combat. Range combat. Dude, what kind of levels are we looking at with this game? 3 inoculator capacity. Not sure what that is yet. We'll find out. 10% inoculator cooldown. 2% cooldown reduction for skills using focus. And +4 focus. There's AoE. Radius. Suppression. Okay. Oh, we got defense. Here we go. Heat resistance. Physical resistance. Warp resistance. Let's go with physical resistance. For now. Okay, let's get our defense up. Inventory. Right, we don't have anything new. That's fine. Welcome back. But yeah, the beginning, I stupidly set it to the wrong type of encoder. Because I found out yesterday that, for whatever reason, the version of the encoder that I was using, which was still HEVC, was deprecated, so it's not used anymore. I don't know why I didn't just automatically just go to the new one, but whatever. So I had to swap it, and I stupidly set the encoder for what I use for recordings rather than actual streams. So when I set it to CQP level 23, it was trying to use like over 10 megabits. Pretty much use up all of my upload. Which is no bueno, so. Turn off, please.
It's Thorn again. Another wave of filth is on its way to face me in a glorious carnage. I want your help as soon as possible.
Careful, Thorn. That was dangerously close to insolence. You are definitely confusing me with someone else.
You are an Inquisitor.
So you're heading to the control room to disable the jammer?
That's the plan.
Dude, she straight up cut that guy off.
Who is this Caius Thorn exactly?
Quite a character. Otherwise, I have no idea. He seems to think that I am a member of his mysterious expedition.
If there is an expedition, they might be trapped in that monastery, just like you.
Why do you think so?
I made a scan. That giant wreckage looks completely dead from here. No sign of any other voidcraft in the vicinity.
See, this is supply, but yeah, it's only frags. Okay, yeah, ammo is infinite.
I
Boosh!
first
That's
tribal
why we
champion.
save it.
I wonder if these mongrel tribes are the descendants of the original inhabitants. I guess I'll know more soon.
Not sure why he just stood there, but all right. Don't need medical, don't need ammo. Or supplies. Yeah, circle's not a, it's not a thing. It's not a dodge. It's just straight up like single shot, probably super powerful. It would seem my armor outpaces theirs. Yeah, I thought it might be, but I wasn't sure either. So because it's an icon of that literally just shows a single shot hitting an enemy. So I assumed it was probably just a powerful shot, but you know, now we know.
Thorn here. How are you faring, Inquisitor?
Considering that I'm alone, I'd say that I'm making adequate progress.
Alone? Where's the rest of your detachment?
Under some smoldering wreckage.
Well, that's unlucky. But that's all the more demons for us to kill. Let us rejoice in the furious challenge. Thorn out. The filth of chaos has retreated from my door. Regrouping, I'd say. I take it you killed the tribal champions.
Yes.
Yes, I purged the place.
How ambitious. I like that. But believe me, there is still much work to be done. You'll find a desecrated shrine next door that leads to the control room. Go there.
Okay, that's another piece of lore. Is there a way to bring up the map? What? Traditional down on the D-pad. I'll take it. Okay, so right on the D-pad is change loadouts, down on D-pad is the map, left is nothing, and up is emotes.
Charge!
It's kind of weak, I'm not gonna lie.
Greetings!
It's a bow.
Fight!
There's always a laugh emote. I do wonder what they changed in the
I reached
PS5
the end
version.
of this subdeck.
Good. There is the exit. Some of my men will meet you on the other side, but plenty of them have been captured. I'll need your help to set them free.
Whey! 25 missions without dying. There you go. Oh, I forgot to mention, I actually ended up getting, I don't know, maybe I did mention it last night. I ended up being able to get Helldivers 2 for free, thanks to my PlayStation Stars points. So it's something that Jeremy and I can play. Okay, so we're not going to be using... There's a main implant there. Is there... There it is. Yeah, that's the one I... Okay, yeah, my equipped one is obviously better. Plus, alright, plus 1.8% damage bonus, 3% chance to shock and bleed skill hit, 3.7% damage bonus for aimed sniper skills. Well, I don't need those, because those I do not use. Plus 2 quality. Melee damage reduced by 2.6%, 1.6% chance to reset inoculator cooldown on kill. Yeah, right. He's a real diver in hell. I believe it is crossplay too, which is nice. Oh yeah, it is. Oh, I made sure it was. I mean, I knew it was, but you know, still, it's nice that it is. Digital weapons. I have no idea what that is. Right, no guns that I wanted, but melee damage reduced, 2% damage reduction. I think overall damage reduction is probably not a bad thing. So we'll get that. And obviously, I can't sell it here. Passives. I think we're gonna keep working on the defense. Can I put... Okay, so it is just one... It's just a tree all the way up, which is... That's kind of nice. That makes it a little bit simpler. But you have so many paths to choose from, which is nice. 3% damage reduction when standing still. But see, I don't stand still, even with my standard attack. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's just one thing to get to the next level. And then there's damage reduction cover, which I don't really plan on using cover. So that's that. Heroic deeds complete list. Attribute points. Maybe more useful for snipers or something. Yeah, but I don't plan on... I obviously don't play sniper. Pending reward. Did I take the reward? It said it was pending. I didn't know I was gonna grab it. How do I sound compared to the game, by the way? I should be still be much louder. It's at negative 12 decibels, so it should be fine. And we're probably going to go a little bit longer tonight just because it's been so long since I played this game and I really want to get back into it. As you saw, my highest character was 14. And I do remember, like, you can, like, Okay, good. You can replay a bunch of stuff. Like, I can turn down the audio a little bit more. Let's go minus 15 decibels.
This is just the calm before the storm. Take advantage of the respite before the wretches return. At least I can send you some reinforcements. The hostiles are keeping some of my scouts caged up in the desecrated sanctum. Free the guardsmen and bring them to the control room.
Reporting for duty, Inquisitor. At your command.
At your command! Occasionally, you'll be accompanied by allied soldiers. They'll automatically follow you and fight. In some missions, particularly defense missions, you have limited command over the allied soldiers by sending them to highlighted positions. Just stand near a position marker and hold X to send the nearest ally unit to that position. During combat, they fight on their own, engaging targets automatically. Good, because I don't want to have to control them entirely.
New log entry.
Yeah, it's not quite RTS.
It clearly used to be an Imperial chapel, but the statues there are not familiar. When did this sacred fortress drift away from the light of the God Emperor?
The God Emperor James Tiberius Kirk. Demolition armor. Wait, please tell me it's a new... Oh, look at that, plus 20 quality. Let's go. 2% deflect chance, 4.7% duration for slow, stun, shock effects, 5.1% damage bonus against slowed, shock, stun enemies. Well, I don't have those abilities, but new armor's always welcome. Look at that. Look at how cool that looks already. Dude, look at how cool we're looking, man, already, man. We barely even started. There we go. Probably should just do that, yeah. It's less damage, but I get the extra bonus stuff, so. Can I, is there a sort thing? Oh, here we go. No, oh, yeah, sort by type, rarity, level. Type. Ah, look at that. That's so clean. That is so much nicer. More of a Jean-Luc Picard man. Okay, I love JLP, dude. Like, the guy, I mean, I watched Next Generation constantly when I was a kid because I had a TV at the end of my bed. Well, I say I was a kid. I was probably more in my teen years at this point. But, you know, I watched stuff when I went to bed, and it was either... Why did it go... That was weird. It was either Married with Children or it was Next Generation. I love Married with Children, dude. That show is still so fucking funny to this day. Whoa, guys, calm down. Jeez. A new clue. I hope we can find all the clues. I mean, there's only so many places you can go to. What are you guys... What are you shooting at? See, it said hold X to tell them to go to a location, but X is my primary attack, so... Like, which is it? We already have a master-crafted power armor, but the max HP is better. But see, the quality is worse. I don't know what the point of the quality is, though. 60 suppression, 5.1% damage bonus against slowed, shock, stunned enemies. See, that's what I'm looking for, though, is... Oh, that's assault armor. Yeah, see, I want to stick with the demolition armor because that's more of my character's type. But... yeah, the one I have on has... I'm just looking at the bonus stats, and it's already got more, so... I wonder why it swaps them. That's pretty funny. Anyway... Ooh, we got a chest! Ooh. What do we have here? Frag grenade artificer grenade. Artificer? I don't know. 286 max energy shield for regenerating shields. 3.2% movement speed when no enemies are present within 5 meters. 3.3% chance to shock on poison skills hit. I mean, I'll equip it just because it's better, but I don't know if I can really utilize that to the fullest. All right, let's just... I don't like being able to move the... In an action RPG, I just don't care to be moving the camera. It just it throws me off a little bit. This way, if I keep the camera stationary, I can, you know, get an idea as to where I have been, where I need to go, that sort of thing. I know not all ARPGs or isometric ARPGs actually lock the camera in place. Ooh, okay. Cheap shot.
We don't have much time, Inquisitor. Hurry up and take as many guardsmen with you as you can.
Yeah. Why don't you do it, pal?
How can we serve you, Inquisitor?
Yeah, I freaking just stepped in and it's a pop. Just like, the hell, dude? We haven't even begun to fight yet. Calm down. You'll die soon enough. Oh, I already hit it. Okay. The pickup radius is kind of nice because it's large.
Loading.
How can we serve you, Inquisitor? By the Emperor, we are saved.
Now, obviously,
The Amphumans are banging their war drums, calling up the
we got a new clue here.
filth of chaos from the caverns of the ship. If you want to know what a real battle looks like, I suggest you join me as soon as you can.
Ready to fight.
Ready to fight. Obviously, we don't need medical because we haven't used one yet. That means we're doing well. Plus, I mean, you know, we're a heavy gunner. I'm kind of waiting to get a heavy bolter of some sort, maybe. Shotgun's fine. It's devastating, but I'd like to have something with a lot more ammo in it. I think that's the only clue we've got here.
Inquisitor, our Argos are starting to pick up huge waves of hostiles approaching your position. Can you hold them off on your own?
I could hold them off even without these guys.
A long time ago, I made an oath to protect the Imperium, with no regard for my own life. Do you want to question my dedication?
So what is your plan?
My faith in the Emperor will protect me from the faithless. I was also planning to blast through the unclean with the devastating force of my weaponry.
That works
I'll have
too.
the transport ship ready, just in case.
You got it, sweet tits. Boom, boom, boom. I might take a second to, you know, before we go into the next mission, to see what the PS5 upgrade offers. Yeah, like, that was always an issue, too. I wonder if they might have fixed that in the PS5 version. I honestly don't know. I noticed that, and I'm like, oh, yeah, they're doing that thing now. All right, claim store. Okay. The clues I found led me to the following conclusions. Recently, a sizable Imperium expedition landed on the fortress monastery led by Captain Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim. The purpose and the current whereabouts of these explorers are still unknown, although judging by the large number of casualties they have suffered, I assume that the expedition must have had considerable numbers. Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim and inquisitors and interrogators in his retinue, also some space marines from the Stormwatcher chapter. I find it troubling that the Caligari Conclave neglected to reveal the existence of this expedition to me. Nice. Little extra 300 XP, or 600 XP. So I got all those, but I didn't get all these. I'm missing one from each of those. I mean, I honestly, I didn't really, like, kind of go around the areas. Pending reward. It didn't pop to see it. Okay. I've got one. I'm just going to keep going with the physical resistance. Why not? Inventory. We got a... Is that a shield? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we can use any weapons that we want. Oh. Alright. I'm good with that. What do we have? Ah, the purity seal. So my type. That's a +5 quality. This is a +10. Why are the green ones better than the blue ones? That's so weird. Minus 1.2% cooldown reduction for all skills. That's good. I don't really have any skills that have major cooldown except for circle. I love that they... Oh, wait, I already read that. 2.4% damage reduction when there is no enemy within 5 meters. 16 bonus loot quality. Yep. Why not? $83 HP. 14% suppression gained from attributes. But what is... What is suppression? See, I'm looking at the quality. I get more max HP, so I'm just assuming that quality is always better. Like, you want the higher the quality. We'll go with it. Why not? Fuck it. There's my character. Isn't he glorious? Wards on the next level. Warfare. At next level, 1% base damage per point. Milestones unlock 35% damage bonus against cover. Toughness. Okay. Let's take a look. Game Hub. I love that I can do that. Okay, so there's the PS5 upgrade. Dude, this is 2022 that they released this version, but this one came out... Doesn't say. Okay, so that's the only add-on. Alright. The Ultimate Edition includes Warhammer and I, Inquisitor Martyr and all additional content. The Prophecy expansion with a new class and campaign. So if I buy this, it's not only the PS5 upgrade, but it's the expansion. A new ranked game mode, 12 new missions, unique game areas, 5 pets, 7 cosmetics. But nothing about what the PS5 version brings to the table. And you can only play with one extra person. I didn't know that either. I thought it was like a... 3 or 4 player. It's only 2 players. Inside a book, it's Reading Rainbow. Well, I guess we'd have to look up a... Blood Bowl 3 is actually included in PlayStation catalog? That's sick. Necromunda, Underhive Wars. There's a lot of Warhammer games. I couldn't put them all, but there's also a lot of ones that I'm not entirely sure I would play. Like, this one looks like a lot of fun, but this is a tactics game. I don't know if I'd be very good at it, because, me and tactics games. But I'm certainly going to expand my... Okay, here we go. Maybe this will tell us. The PS4 version was very hampered by the hardware, so... Like I said, we're seeing screen tearing, purge head in the name of the Emperor. It does look a little better. If this video's to go, is anything to go by. 4 classes and hundreds of weapons. Okay. So this is just a video to show the next gen version, but No. Dude, there are 25 DLCs for this? Holy crap, bro. Alright, well, it didn't say what the PS5 version upgrades. I'm just assuming better performance, maybe some higher resolution, maybe graphics enhancements somewhere. But the reason why I love Neocore is very simple. Just like with Techland, they support their games long after release. Inquisitor Martyr, like I said, I don't remember when they stopped with the expansions, but you saw how many seasons they had. They just kept going. They just kept putting stuff out for their games. Now with Van Helsing, they brought out 3 Van Helsing games, but then they came out with what they called the Final Cut, which was all 3 games in one file. And that was really cool. And it was like some enhancements and stuff like that. Look at this. They're surrounding me like a boss. You know, Death Trap was a standalone game. It was built off of that one mini game inside of Van Helsing 2, I think it was. Which is really cool. King Arthur, A Knight's Tale, I think it's called. That is probably being supported as we speak. No doubt, because it's their newest game.
Not exactly the army I imagined, but reinforcements.
But all the while they were supporting this game, they were building King Arthur. And once King Arthur came out, then I think support for this game kind of stopped.
Expecting any guests on this emperor-forsaken wreck. And first I thought that you must belong to Klosterheim's retinue. That fool.
Look at the stuff like fading in and out because the camera's kind of like, you know, breathing. It's kind of moving a little bit.
And the Martyr. But first, I'll disable the teleport jammer.
The cogitator that overrides the jammer is 2 hallways away, and the whole control deck is swarming with
I don't know why it's doing that. You think it would wipe in when the camera gets closer.
Pinned down in here.
Time to turn the tide together, Sergeant.
Inquisitor.
Let's do it.
We have a problem.
Now is not a good time.
Ready to fight.
Let me get
Let's
this
take a look at this cogitator.
garbage.
These records are disturbing. This Martyr has a mind of its own.
Okay, so I've got a nice little energy shield here. I can't remember what actually...
For the Emperor.
Keep in mind, I still have my first shotgun.
Well then, that was a pleasant warm-up, wasn't it? But Inquisitor, I'm sure they will drag their filthy god here to help them out.
Their what?
We interrogated some of these tribesmen. They are all descendants of the original crew. Anyway, during centuries of drifting through the void, one of their generations forgot about our holy emperor and found new things to worship.
And what would this god be?
Madness incarnated, they call it. It could be anything, if you ask me, but nothing good.
At your command.
Inquisitor, listen to me. The monastery is...
I'm in the middle of something. Later.
For the Emperor.
I don't know where this minefield is supposed to be here.
Onward. Don't blame your guardsmen.
Apparently I can just keep deploying stuff. Oh, I guess it's one or the other.
Take it like a man,
But where's the minefield, though?
Oh, the thundering blast of weapons. I wish my brothers were here to hear this canticle of death.
Talking about brothers, which chapter do you belong to? I'm not familiar with this iconography.
I am Sergeant Caius Storm of the Stormwatcher Space Marines.
Explain. I don't know that chapter.
I would be truly disappointed if you did. Our existence is secret, our numbers are few, and our burden is terrible. We are the Watchers in the shadows, but rest assured, we are the sanctioned blades of the Calgary Conclave.
Doing what, exactly?
Dying gloriously during classified inquisitorial missions. Could we talk about this later?
Fair enough.
Ready to fight.
Inquisitor,
Minefield.
the monastery shows
Let's
signs
do the
of-
tarantula turret. I honestly have no idea. Oh. Those are bonus things for me to be able to pick up and place down. I'm an idiot, dude. Okay. So it's basically tower defense. I like that. There we go. See, he wasn't even shooting at the enemies, so, you know, I don't know about taking cover. Oh. There we go. Woo! Oops. Up. I'm getting it now. I thought it was just like, it said activate. I thought it meant it put it down for me. It's a little bit confusing.
Recoil on me. Know your face, scum.
Loading.
You are truly doing the Emperor's work, Inquisitor. Keep it up. We've crushed their main forces. Let's move out and disable that jammer.
Before their god arrives?
Trust me, it is already close. I wonder what it looks like.
After we have disabled the jammer, we must find Lord Klosterheim.
Oh, yes. That two-faced hypocrite. I have already lost a battle brother because of him. And then he left me down here to die. But now, move! Ready to fight!
I know he's not telling me to move. Right? Gonna keep to yourself there, Caius. Or Caius. Yo, I'm Speedy. I'm Speedy Gonzalez. Was my armor red? Seriously, wasn't my armor red? No. Huh. Must have been like a light that I was standing under or something. All right. Let's sort by type. What is this? We have an eye implant. Look at this. Brand new. Ooh. Right, there's that. Oh, my grenade is giving me the energy shield, right? Right. What makes this quality better, though? It's worth less value. It has really not as good, like, extra. It has max HP, but its attributes aren't as good. I don't know. Yeah, I could have sworn my armor was red, but I don't care. Ooh, wait. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, So either one. 2% critical hit chance. 10% suppression damage bonus for poison effects. Quality increase of 7. This is basically on a similar level. I want the extra attributes though, or stats. 2.7% physical damage bonus, 5% damage bonus for knockback skills, which I don't think I have any. Yeah, that'll work. Assault. I'm getting a lot of assault armor. Inoculator, which is not for me. I know I've got these auto. I'm getting a lot of auto pistols and laser pistols, which I don't like. I don't want. But whatever. Wait, do I have any passives? I don't. I leveled up, but I don't have passives. Interesting. Or I didn't get any passives. Ooh, he's a big boy. It's a guy from the cutscene in the beginning.
Oh, traitorous scum! Mockery to your honor! Perish, you filth!
Guess who's gonna die? Wow, I didn't realize I dumped on him right there.
Are you all right?
I'm great. I've just killed a hell brute, a twisted mockery of a space marine. Praise the Emperor. I also have an Imperial Space Marine.
I can just imagine he's standing there talking to this chick, and these guys are like,
Inquisitor, listen to me.
hello?
On the warp drives, and it's ready to leave the star
We're ready
system.
to fight.
Disable the jammer now.
And he's just like, 1 second.
Loading.
You're an idiot, Caius. In the words of Jack Nicholson, I'm glad you're dead.
I've disabled the teleport jammer. At least I hope so.
Inquisitor, you must teleport back before the ship leaves. We don't know where it's headed, and worse, the Jeller shields are probably compromised.
Jeller?
Warp travel will kill you. Hurry up, you don't want to get
It's
stranded
such
over
a classic. The Michael Keaton movies are just... It's hard to beat them. I mean, I love Christopher Nolan's trilogy. I wouldn't say that The Dark Knight Rises was that good. Obviously, I think most people would agree the best thing that came out of that movie was Bane and Anne Hathaway in a skin-tight suit. But nothing beats The Dark Knight in that trilogy. But Michael Keaton's 2 movies were just
It's preparing
top.
to enter the warp. I thought it was a derelict.
It is a derelict.
Those 2 movies felt like a comic book.
Both our allies and
Period.
enemies. The Martyr is a mystery, but it is very much alive.
And your mystery ship is gone. What happens now?
I will notify the Caligari Conclave. Then we will wait and see.
That is a massive ship. And now it's gone. I imagine the PS5 version probably has higher
Inquisitor,
resolution textures.
My astropath has sent your audio log to the Caligari Conclave, as you requested.
Let me guess. Another local warp surge manifestation swallowed the message whole.
No, actually. We have received an official follow-up on your report.
That must be a mistake. It's the Imperial bureaucracy. I wasn't expecting to hear from them for a few standard years.
I have no idea what we found out there, but it must be really important. See for yourself.
Inquisitor, we are raising your clearance level. You are henceforth authorized to listen to confidential information without facing immediate excommunication. Your discovery has greatly intrigued the Conclave. You have found a ghost of the past, Inquisitor. The Martyr had strong ties to the Inquisition, and as such, it is very important to us.
Oh, yes,
We
very.
all thought that the Fortress Monastery had been destroyed, with the exception of Lord Inquisitor Klosterheim. He dedicated his life to finding the Martyr, only to disappear without a trace. And now, you have proof of both the existence of the Martyr and the whereabouts of Lord Klosterheim. We want answers. Continue this investigation. Evaluate the data. Gather new clues and find the Martyr. Hopefully with Lord Klosterheim on board so he can explain his disappearance. We must remind you that this investigation requires absolute secrecy, and it will be your task, and your task alone.
Okay.
Our task is to find a ghost ship in the vast expanses of the Imperium. How hard could it be?
The Space Marine I rescued was part of the
Yeah, she's a tall one, isn't she?
Martyr somehow. If I can interrogate him, I'm sure he can help us.
That man is in stasis at the moment. He was torn into pieces. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a warrior of the Adeptus Astartes is not a simple mortal we can treat.
Indeed. We need a tech priest with unique skills and knowledge of the genetic material of the Adeptus Astartes. We need a Magos Biologus specialist, which could be difficult.
I come from a long line of rogue traders, Inquisitor. I know the secrets of this sector, and I can tell you where to find the tech priest you need. The
She sounds really
Merciful Company is a
aggressive
hospital
for some
fortress
reason.
in the Chernobog system. It's also a secret research station of the Adeptus Mechanicus. You'll find a Magos Biologus there.
This is the command bridge of your ship, your base of operations, where you can prepare for missions and manage your resources. Select the highlighted panels or NPCs to access the available management screens. For the moment, you have access to the shop at Ragna Van Winter, to your storage, and most importantly, the star map. You can now invite your friends to join your party by opening the navigation wheel and select social or use the local co-op panel. Select the hollow table in the center when you are ready to step out among the stars and continue your journey. Okay. Yeah, dude, she's freaking tall, dude. Okay, mailbox, nothing. Hall of Heroes. It's the leaderboard, essentially. So, it looks like top guy is 896. Oh, I see. Okay. Leaderboard for whatever this is. Hall of Heroes, there's seasons. Which seems as though nobody... Oh, wait. Was it loading? There we go. I'm not entirely sure what a high score is. I'm guessing that's pretty high. And then you got straight up leaderboards. Weekly Glory, Unholy Cathedral. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of people still playing this game if these leaderboards are just chock full of people. Like, I've got... my points are 40. I don't know what that means. Weekly Glory. But whatever. Shout out to the guy in the Wayland Yutani clan. Companions. The Cherub. I forgot about this. The Herald Cherub. Servo Skull. Monotask Servo Skull. Obviously, I'm gonna choose this guy right here because he's cool. Skull Effect. Heresy. And then we have cosmetics. Must complete the Mind Plague priority assignment DLC to unlock this item. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. You get some, like, effects. Obviously, we're going to go burning, because I like fire. Commendations. We have none. That's pretty cool. Stasis casket. Is this the shop? Like, what the hell is this? Mind reset. Allows 1 skill tree reset point. Oh. In arm. Okay, these are like their gems that you slot. Okay. Oh, okay, there's Caius.
Who are you, Thorn? You and your mysterious storm watchers. We will make you whole again. I have questions for you.
There's Astropath Remigius Clement.
You have called for me, Inquisitor, and I am here to serve.
From now on, I will need you on the bridge, Astropath. Connect to your fellow Astropaths in the choir of the Caligari Conclave, and pass me the messages which deal with priority assignments.
As you wish, Inquisitor.
Okay, there's multiplayer. What about... Oh, she is the store. Okay. Alright, good. Because I need to sell all of this, because I don't think I'm pretty sure I've been through all this, and I really don't need any of it. Okay, so she's got two-handed... There's two-handed axes. Look at this bad boy. They've got great axes, but no hammers. Okay, these are buyback. Why are there no hammers in this game? In a game called Warhammer. Okay, do we have... There's a laser gun. Do we have any heavy bolters? There's an auto gun. I think that's a machine gun. I'm not seeing any heavy bolters yet. I did want to go melee. Guns are just a little bit easier just because they, How much is that? 3,000? And I've got 123? I can spare a few. That's fine. Alright, so now we're going to... I'm going to equip this. Damn, look at that beast. Alright, how do I change... Ooh. Shards. Oh. Whoa. That went a lot faster than I expected. I have 14 cortex fragments. They're account bound. Remnants of can be exchanged for favor with Custodian Rebus. I'm sure we'll find out who that is. Oh, here we go. Switch sets. There we go. I don't really need a second set. To be fair. Oh, shit. Okay, so it's just... I'm an idiot, dude. It's just that. Alright, well, whatever. Let's fix that. Wait, what? Hold on. There's the damage reduction. Do that. Critical hit strength. There's the experience. Oh, I already... Never mind. Yeah, those are fine. We got that, and then... that bad boy right there. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. Alright. Shit. Ah! There's my inoculator. Okay. 10 capacity, item level 3. Restores 10 HP, 10% HP per second for 5 seconds on use. Restores 75% suppression on use. I see. Suppression is actually a thing. Bonus for 20 seconds. Okay. Definitely that one. What goes in here? Pretty sure this is like... yeah, that goes in the grenade slot. Ah, it is. Okay, it's my seal. Deflect chance. Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's the one I had. Because it's got more secondary skills. Okay. We're proper RPGing now. We're going full on physical resistance. I'm going to make sure I almost can't die. Okay, now I think we could just sell everything because I don't need any of this. I only plan on having one set of weapons for now. Is there a way I can, like... sell... like, mass sell things? Ah, here we go. Here we go. No, here we go. Common. That's beautiful. Look at that. So, oh. So, green is actually, in this game, green is better than blue. Because this is going up. That's common, mastercrafted, rare, artificer, and relic. That's weird. I'm not gonna lie. That's a little strange to me. That green would be better than blue. But it's a different game. Alright, gonna take a quick bathroom break. Be right back. Okay. Says you can't start a new mission when you have pending rewards. Interesting. Claim the story reward. I can conclude at this point that the abandoned fortress monastery, which the cryptic distress signal came from, is called Martyr, and that it entered the Calgary sector roughly 5,000 years ago after the Imperial Civil War called the Age of Apostasy. The Martyr was commandeered by an Inquisitor called Uther Tiberius, who had a very clear purpose for traveling here, and some of the members of his retinue had reasons to worry about his intentions. What exactly happened during the subsequent 5,000 years is unclear. At some point, the Martyr must have disappeared in the warp, and it was spat out by a recent warp surge in the system, already infested by the bile of Nurgle. I forgot about Nurgle. And then, story. The clues I have discovered indicate that the machine spirit of the Martyr, which inhabits the fortress monastery and controls all systems and machinery on the decks, has probably gone mad, possibly during a warp incident, and it has been displaying paranoid tendencies for a long time now. It locked down the Martyr completely and trying to destroy approaching... I think they meant tried to destroy approaching vessels to protect itself for unclear reasons. Alright, so we got all the clues. Which I think is just... that's just how that happens. Level 2 influence achieved. Damn. That's a whole heap of credits. Heavy Flamer. Now that... Can you imagine? Fire this off and he goes, oh yeah! Get it? Oh man. Plasma gun. We're definitely going to use the flamethrower though. Stun, knock down, or make your enemies flee 250 times. Crusader only. Boom. Worthy of DLC. Oh, I got an axe there, but I already bought one. Unlock perk. Dude, what the hell? Did I really gain this many levels? Another power axe. Probably should. I mean, I've got tons of money, so I'm not worried about buying one, but. Oh, that was like a recap or something. Single DPS. Okay. 50% of penetrating attacks are blocked by covers. Or physical resistance. We go physical resistance. Right. On to the helm. Okay. The Malta Chapter 2. Saving Caius Thorn. Visit the Merciful Agony Void Station. Chernobog system. Okay, so... we got all these different places we can go. Population 72,000. Void Station. Significance moderate. Adeptus Administratum. Level 3. It's not a place we can go. That's just extra. So this is like lore stuff here. I see. So you can't travel to these places. It's just lore. $57 million. Population 0. Ha! It's a death world, meaning it's dead.
This is Meta-Surgeon Agrippa 723 Theta speaking. How can I assist you, Inquisitor?
I have a space marine on my ship with grievous injuries. I need a Magos Biologus immediately.
Your request cannot be granted. I suggest that you seek medical assistance elsewhere.
I'm on a special assignment for the Caligari Conclave. I must insist, Janitor. Don't make me ask twice.
Allow me to clarify. The Magos Biologus with the required skill set is unavailable. Current status. Assigned to priority level research for atonement and gathering of sacred data.
Where can I find this Magos Biologus?
Our brethren have been studying an epidemic on the St. Abelard relay station. We lost contact with the station recently.
Thank you for your cooperation. Bitch. Okay, so this isn't just lore. Okay, they have to basically be unlocked. Got it. One of the big commercial hubs of the subsector, this heavily fortified void station has a secluded monastery pylon, which serves as a very important astropath relay station, transmitting messages, encrypted manifestos, and highly confidential code psalms to the various star systems in the subsector. There is nowhere to take a breath in that entire paragraph. Campaign Nurgle. You can even raise the difficulty of each. Whoa. So this is like level 10 Torment in Diablo at that point, I think. Ooh. Oh wait. Oh, that's level 3 or level 7. Why would anybody do this other than just to, you know, maybe have a little fun being overpowered? But yeah, I'm not doing that. At least they tell you a percentage of like how much damage you're doing and how much little damage you take between every word. Make it a really deep breath. I'll have to do that next time, I guess.
Inquisitor, the epidemic that spread through the relay station was just the prelude to a full-scale chaos infestation. The Void Station is in total lockdown until the decontamination teams and the Imperial Guard troops arrive, and that could take time.
Quarantine doesn't concern me, Captain. Think of me as decontamination crew and support team in one.
Do you really
know the password
believe that the Magos Biologus you seek is there, alive?
Nope.
There are still people on the station. Metrodora Thelema is a sacred priest of the Omnissiah. I believe she can take care of herself.
Okay. Oh, okay, that's, yeah, right. Okay, so that's simple cleave. That's like a bigger sweep. That's a whirlwind, and then that's a dash forward. Gotcha. Okay. No, you know what I just noticed? Square isn't used for anything. Huh. Oh yeah. I mean, I like guns, but this this feels quick, man.
Inquisitor, if you don't mind me asking, why are you so sure this Kaya's Thorn could help your investigation?
Oh,
He is a spokesman,
help.
a legendary defender of the Imperium. It makes him the most important member of Klosterheim's retinue. Even if their relationship was as strained as it seems, it must have been very close to the Lord Inquisitor, and he could have knowledge of important details.
Whoop. That's cool.
Heresy!
That one's not. That was kind of like lame, dude. That dude just got shit on, bro. You know, the other thing too is that with well, yeah, I mean with a melee weapon, I don't have to reload. That's always a bonus. If they do have a heavy bolter though, I kind of want to go with that. Cuz they don't have a Warhammer, but I would like to use a heavy bolter. Dude, what the? That's definitely got it. That's got to be the main archive, right?
Inquisitor, I have completed the task you gave
Maybe,
me.
yeah.
There is no trace
That's
of
up when a
the Martyr
Warhammer game doesn't have a
anywhere
Warhammer.
in the
I know,
logbooks of my
right?
ship.
Even Space Marine 2 has it.
And has
Though
traveled
it's not on the
everywhere
class
in
that I
the
want it to
sector.
be on, you know, it's still there.
Nothing.
I suspected that much. It was worth a try.
I wish I had the treasured logbook of my rogue trader clan. It has been in the possession
Rogue
of
Trader,
my
that's another
family
game on
since my
PlayStation.
ancestor received the warrant of trade.
What happened to that logbook?
It has disappeared when the Inquisitorial Purge destroyed the clan headquarters.
Indeed, quite unfortunate, Captain.
What the? Ooh. Are these like mines that are trying to kill me or something? Yep. Ooh. You guys mind? Yep, they are. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe not. The glitch with the lights is very strange. Look at that. Look. That's a very strange oddity. Whether or not they fixed that in the PS5 upgrade, I have no idea. I wish I did, but again, we're gonna have to look up like a YouTube video to find out about that. We'll probably do that towards the end of the stream. Might as well do it on stream, right? I was gonna look it up anyway. At least then I can have you guys along for the ride. Don't know why I did this. Because I'm weird. Hello? Oh, get knocked back, dude. So if I don't have a direct line of sight, if this crap is in front of me, he won't dash forward. That's kind of annoying. It's funny, I did say I wanted to go with the flamer, didn't I? And I haven't even equipped it yet. Psst. What a big dumb dummy I must be. It's a very strange glitch, for sure. I've never seen something like that before. Let's do... Hello? There we go. Sentinel armor. Right, forgot. Green is better than blue. 7.5 focus, 2.3% damage reduction in exposed state, whatever that means. Rare inoculator, but I can't use it for some reason. It's got an X on it, but it doesn't say why. Yeah, I can't equip it, but it doesn't say why I can't. It's not a level thing. Wait, where's the flamer I had? Didn't I get a... I thought... Oh, there it is. This is where I'm probably going to have the weapon set. So, there you go. Okay. Melee damage bonus. 5.2% damage bonus for aim sniper skill. Okay. I think I'll equip this one just because it has the plus 10 bonus loot quality. 3.4% movement speed when suppression status is protected. So, suppression is defense, essentially. I think that's what that means. Interesting. So I can't have the same signums on the other gear set. That seems a bit odd, but okay, I guess. Excuse me. Let's try out the old flamer. What the heck? Oh. The chest collision is not gone. New clue. Boosh! Okay, we know what that one is. It's like basically a grenade, but a flame grenade. So that circle around my health, that's the suppression, and when it's in green, that means it's protected, I believe, if I'm not mistaken by about that. So I get a movement speed increase in the protected status.
Inquisitor, our Arga readings have suddenly spiked to alarming levels. You've reached the center of the chaos infestation. Stay alert.
Okay. Okay, that's me backing up. Okay. Boo 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 boo. Oh wait, who's dropping the poison? Is that me? Did I screw? What is blocking me there? I don't understand that. Dude, the fire actually looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Boo 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 boo.
In the archives, Inquisitor.
I got a
Try
purple
to
signum.
find a cogitator that can grant you access to the data vaults.
A cogitator? Tech shark. Ooh. I could have had a bonus this whole time? Lame. Eye implant. Dude, they really give you a lot of stuff to loot. That's why they gave you so much inventory space.
Cogitator of the station. If this Magos Biologus tried to send a report to her superiors, it must be logged here. I missed the Magos Biologus on the station. I logged the 3 potential destinations where I could find her. I hope she's worth all this trouble.
There's one moment where we got to see, Okay, so I guess in some cases we're actually going to see the level up animation, because that I had to manually actually end the mission. Interesting. Dude, Neocore just makes such great games, man. I gotta find out if there are any other games prior to the Van Helsing series that I have not tried yet. Is that a flamer? Nope, that's a they have a grenade launcher. Dude, they have a grenade launcher in here, but they don't have a Warhammer? Or maybe a heavy bolter? Like, that'd be nice. Lot of unlocks there. Unspent skill point. Well, what do we got here? Range damage bonus. Range damage bonus against slowed, shocked, stunned. Critical. Critical hit strength. Critical hit strength. Did I spend points here? Oh, I did. Wait. No, I didn't. Why are these all lit up? That's weird. Anyway. Ooh, there's a health thing. Let's go. We've got resistance. Resistance. 150 to maximum HP. Okay, so that's what that one is. Maximum suppression. Let's do suppression first, I think. Just because it's the barrier between that and HP, I think. Or... no, maybe not, actually. I think they're separate, and you can get hit in your health if they can bypass your suppression, but I think the higher the suppression, the better. I'm just guessing. The heck was that? When you travel through the Caligari sector, you will find special locations that spawn unique missions, trading options, and NPCs. After you've reached level 8, you should check back to Merciful Agony MC12, which is, I don't know, 42? No. I don't know what that is. Somebody, that's Roman numerals. I don't know what MC stands for. In the Chernobog system, I'm sure they said it too, and I'm just an idiot. To find numerous new options unlocked, you can buy extra skill and attribute points or even new inoculator components. These encounters or events appear when certain game conditions are met. Keep traveling and discover them for yourself. The star map is where you navigate through the game world and accept missions. From now on, you'll be able to choose from different types of missions and travel between star systems, as well as subsectors here. The numbers next to the locations indicate the difficulty of the missions compared to your character's level. The greater your ambitions become, the higher costs you might pay, although your rewards will increase as well. If you want to take bigger risks, you can also increase the rate of challenge with the Uther's Tarot cards. Check the journal to learn more about the game's mechanisms. Okay, so yeah, we've got Siege. Tyrannid. Available recruitments. Meaning multiplayer? Oh. Yeah, so people are still playing these. I think it makes it a little bit easier to find somebody to play when it's only one other person. M is 1000, C is 100, I believe. Super simple. 1112. I'm just going backwards. Dude, the pure size of this damn game is insane. I never realized it was this huge. Well, what the hell is this? Okay, so we don't want to keep doing that, but I want to get back out of the star map. It's a Chernobog system, right? Yeah, there we go. Wait, how do I get out of the star map? I want to go back to the ship. Questions for you and I require answers. I want something from you regarding that mission. I want to enhance my abilities through sanctioned bio-augmentation. Plus 1 attribute point to distribute. Cost 10,000 Caligari. Credit 150 fate. That's what those are. That's fate. I've got the 10,000 Caligari, but I don't have the fate. I can do this one. I need a thorough genetical recalibration in the Transcendence Chambers. Plus 2 skill points to distribute. Cost 25k and only 100 fate. I require a new component for my inoculator. Removes debuffs when used. Costs 50k Caligari credit. Interesting. Questions? Purpose of the place. I need more information on Genitors, an Adeptus Mechanicus fortress that tends to the agents of the Inquisition. How? Oops, I didn't want to do that shit. See, now I can't go to this place for some reason. But I can go here, because this has 2 missions. Are these extra missions, or are they repeatable? And this one's only level 3, but, I mean, you know. Time remaining 3 hours, 28 minutes, it looks like. Or remaining time. Is it 3 hours or 3 minutes? I don't know. Imagine a guy asks you a question, then before they can continue, they warp light years. Yeah, right? How rude. What a dick. I was about to answer his question, and then he just disappeared. That Inquisitor was a douche. He just warped the hell out of there. I was about to answer his question. Okay, we're good. This one's obviously going to be quick because it's only level 3. But I think these get finished, so to speak. And they might just be they might randomly just pop up. It said it was like 328 remaining. time remaining, which I'm guessing is 3 hours, 28 minutes remaining until it, like,
The enemy is here.
swaps or something.
On the weak and using craven tricks against the defenders of mankind. Perhaps we should find their leaders and give them a fair share of their own medicine.
This is how you deal with the Tyranids. Flamethrowers, baby. Flamethrowers. I mean, it's how you deal with any kind of zombie or Zerg-like threat. Whoops, that looked like it hurt. Yeah, the fire looks really good. It's like the best looking thing in the game. Boosh! Damn it, you moved! We know what those things are.
Ears are bleeding. Must stop the Emperor from forsaken noise. Next time I should act faster. Much faster.
He's talking to himself. Oop, up.
Overheat.
Just let him burn. Boosh! I don't know why I said square doesn't do anything. It freaking reloads things when you're using a gun. Doesn't do anything for the flamethrower. Like, it'd be nice if there was a way to, like, cool it down faster. That'd be cool. That was a waste of a grenade. Holy crap. Ah! Boosh!
No pity.
Oh, man, I love destruction. I love blowing shit up. The skull. It's a teleport beacon. Okay, so this causes the least amount of overheating. Which makes sense. And then this is, you walk backwards. So you can walk forward, walk backwards, which, I mean, Inquisitors never retreat. Yeah, I didn't want to. All right, let's see what the tech shrine is. Whoa!
An alarm signal, really? You are too late.
Do I have like a speed boost because of that tech shrine?
I couldn't disable the alarm in time. On the bright side, finally silence.
Is that like a thing for me to like... Well, I mean... As soon as we stepped in the area, the alarm went off, so, I mean, I can't imagine... Burn, heretic! Have that. Boosh! Oh, dude, there was a debuff being put on him. Boo! Take that too. Ah.
He deserved worse. Much worse.
See, there's my suppression. I was wondering where that noise was. It's those pumps on the side there. That pounding noise. The power axe is fun, but man, the flamethrower is so much better. The drumbeat of hell, if you will. We are on a hellish planet, aren't we? Straight up debuff. I like it. Doesn't look like there's anything extra on here, though. Let's just keep running through it. Plus, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the flamethrower sounds devastating. It really does. Ooh, 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 okay. Level 3 still hurts, though. I'm suppressed. Ow!
You severed the head. Now you can watch the body wander aimlessly until it withers and dies.
Definitely don't forget this. Demolition armor purple! Dude, we got purple! Sorted by type. Do it now. Let's go! Melee damage reduced by 2.6. 4.5 heat resistance, 5.8 damage bonus, slowed, shocked, stunned. Gimme. Oh, he looks okay. He's got no helmet, though. It looks weird. I don't like the non-helmet look. Aha! Why is Caius talking to you? I thought you were looking for the medic for him. I know, right? The continuity is broken. We got a couple of purples, dude. Oh, that's for the frag. I don't want the mines. I mean, I'm just gonna put it on there. Screw it. Why not? I think we're sticking with the flamethrower. Look at that. 3.8 crit damage, 3.6 physical damage, 1.4 critical hit, 5.5 damage bonus when surrounded, which is always, 4.4 bonus for aimed sniper skills, which we're not, but still gonna equip it. There's more movement speed, 1.7 HP gained on hit. That could be good for survivability, actually. Let's unequip these two and then get one of them over on the other set. Uh, 2.7 physical damage. I think we'll just go the straight damage bonus just because we're not doing physical damage. We're burning them. So... Wait, blue's worse. Green's good. 17% reflect damage. 2.9 range damage bonus. There it is. 20% damage bonus for burning effects. Let's go! There it is. We want that. We want that desperately. Yeah, I keep forgetting, dude. I keep looking at blue and I'm like, ooh, blue. They've got it all backwards, man. I don't like this. What the heck is going on there? Please tell me my screen isn't... That's just that bar, right? Okay, it looks like it. Jeez. I don't like that. Probably better at this point to just look at the stats. I mean, I guess, yeah. You know, I mean... I'm going to assume the quality level is... Kill 100 enemies with a single attack? I don't think I killed 100 enemies with a single attack, but there you go. Character. What do we find? Oh, Cabal is in a clan. That is what they call it, isn't it? So click on this. What do I need to come here for? I don't know. Unequip. Switch set. Back. There we go. What does it want me to do here? Oh, increase my attributes. Okay, I'm like... Damage bonus against cover. Okay, well, I didn't really need that. 10% inoculator effectiveness. Warp resistance. I guess I'll just keep going with warfare. Screw it then. Yep. Let's sell all of this. There we go. Okay. Wait, does she have anything good? Probably not, right? Okay, it resets in like 10 minutes. There's local co-op. Helm Cogitator. I mean, how many times is it going to tell me this? I already know. Yeah, so these are like... Remaining times, I'm guessing, is 4 hours, 15 minutes. So these are like all extra stuff that you can do to obviously level up and stuff. But it certainly seems as though level 3, level 6... I mean, level 3, I could have died there if I wasn't careful. Orders, burn the heretic. Those are simple enough. I can do that. I always do like the simple orders. What did Jeremy freaking send me in an image? Wait. Original co-founder. Wait, who? Bernie? Ah, yeah. Bernie Burns bought the Rooster Teeth brand back from WB. Back to its roots. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If Rooster Teeth goes back to the way it was, I might watch it again. I love Bernie Burns. He was one of the best.
Eliminate negative variables.
He was like the best person in the entire company, to be fair. But it's really like... Rooster Teeth was one of the major influences for me doing what I do. My problem is that with Achievement Hunter, they added on too many people too quickly. It became less about achievement guides and more about, you know, the Let's Plays, which was fun. But after a certain point, you know... It really just came down to them playing GTA 5 and Minecraft, were the two major ones that they did. I still liked Play Pals. Play Pals is okay. But they just added on too many people too quickly. Just use the name for podcast shit and streaming. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, the podcast was fine. I didn't like Gus anymore. He was such a little fucking puss, man. Gus really just disappointed me with a lot of the stupid shit that he said, man. The dude was one of those, like, modern feminist dudes who just agree, you know, I don't know. He just said stupid shit. And he was married, too. He didn't need to, you know, prove anything to any of the women, but he just went along with it. And I'm just like, dude. There was that, and then of course when Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 was coming out, he said that he's not going to buy the game simply because there weren't any black people in it. It's like what's wrong with you? It's basically the reason why he said he wasn't going to buy it, because one of the main developers was like, yeah, we don't have any black people in it because it's historically inaccurate. And we're not planning on putting any black people or any other diverse people in it because it makes no sense. And he's like, no, that's it then. I'm not buying it. It's like, okay. Hunters, after the core members were bad. Well, that's the thing. The original 6 were great. It was Jeff, Jack, Gavin, Michael, Ryan, and Ray. And that was when it was funny. And then they just kept adding on. They had some guest people, which was good. I liked that. But then some of those guest people became permanent. And I'm like, this is way too many people, man. It's just ridiculous. And then when they added in Jeremy, and Jeremy was not a bad replacement for Ray, but they tried to replace Ray with Jeremy and the other guy, Matt. They tried to replace him with 2 people, and they still weren't as funny as Ray. But, and then the shit went down with Ryan, which was really fucked up. And it got out of hand, you know, the whole thing was just too much. It was just too much. But you know what's funny is that now that whole goodbye stream that they had, completely pointless. Because they didn't need to do it. Bernie just bought it all back. Oh, that's my guy. I'm an idiot. Dude, that is such a powerful freaking ability. Some of the core members were bad too. Matthew, never forget Ryan. I think the only non-OG member I liked were Matt and Jeremy. Yeah, they were pretty good. Matt was good. I know Ray plays with him regularly. Jack was a pretentious asshole. I agree. Jack was fine in the early days, and then, yeah, he became more of a dickhead, and I can't stand... You know, there's another guy who was just, like, full-on... agree with all women, that sort of shit, you know? That sort of thing. Like, he had no spine whatsoever. Jeff was probably the only one of the OG crew that really, like, meant something in the later days. You know, he was the only one who actually, like, was good. Now, I'm okay with him not, you know, drinking anymore. I think that's obviously good for his health. And, I mean, I don't know if he was as funny sober as he was drunk, but it was still, I mean, he still had his moments. I don't want somebody to ruin their health like that just for the sake of, you know, oh, they're funnier when they're drunk. I think most people, if they have a good sense of humor, are funny when they're drunk. But the excessive amounts of drinking that he did was not good for him, so, you know, I'm good with him not doing that. Damn, these guys are like using Lewis guns here, and I'm getting toasted. See, this is a level 6, but I'm still getting cooked. Now, that doesn't help my suppression go back up. That just helps my health go back up, but... Jack was fine when they were doing achievement guides and fails of the week. Yeah, he was fine then. You know, those were funny. I miss the old days. But Let's Plays got a little out of hand, and, I mean, you could see the popularity of their channels just dissipate completely. And it sucks because they were the originators of the Let's Play. They coined the phrase, they coined the name, they created the genre, and of course they were among the first people to do machinima. But Red versus Blue after a while just got, I don't know, I didn't really like it anymore. I liked the old, like, season 1 through, I want to say maybe 4, where they were just trying to use the in-game movements to make them talk, which was what made it funny. But then, you know, I love Monty Ohm. God rest his soul. He was a phenomenal animator. And I love the fact that they acquired him, and he just did such great work with Red vs. Blue and the animation and everything. But it wasn't, I don't know, it wasn't as funny. It became more action-packed rather than funny. And that's what Red vs. Blue was all about. They tried to mix seriousness in with comedy, and it didn't really work for me. You know, I watched a lot of the seasons after season 4, you know, but, you know, again, they tried to go more serious with some of the seasons, and I'm just like, it's not Red vs. Blue. It's no longer about Red vs. Blue, which is really, I don't know, not really what Red vs. Blue is about for me. I stopped caring about RVB after the Freelancer saga. I feel like it was a good leaving point. I think that's where I might have stopped as well, because I remember that. But even then, I really wasn't a huge fan of that. I will watch the shit out of the first, like, 3 seasons over and over again. I'm constantly rewatching, like, just about every season of Frasier. I don't have all the seasons yet. I have to purchase the rest. Though I am actually looking to maybe get the actual DVD at some point, or DVD set. But if I love a show, and a show just really is it makes me laugh even to this day, I'll watch that. Okay, we got a new flamer. 17% damage bonus for AoE skills, which we have 2. 4.8% damage bonus, 19% damage bonus for disengaging stream. Ooh. Ooh. We're going to get a bonus if we use our R2 ability. This place is relatively big. It's just a giant square, though, so, you know. But I love Bernie Burns. I don't know if you guys remember. It was Barbara Barbara was another one, and she just became insufferable after a certain point. Pretty much most of the, I'm not, and this sounds really bad, but like genuinely, most of the women became extremely insufferable. Like, that's not even a joke. Like, what's Bernie's, are they married now? His wife or his, I'm pretty sure they're married at this point. Once she took over what used to be known as The Patch, which was a much better name, then it became Glitch Please, and it got worse. Meg Turney got annoying. I didn't really like her after a while. Because when they did their little news segment, at first it was fine because they were just telling the news, but then they started inserting their opinions into it, and I was like, I'm sorry, this isn't supposed to be an opinion piece. You're supposed to be just telling us what's going on in the gaming industry, like, not inserting your own thoughts into the news. News isn't news if it's opinionated. That's an opinion piece. So I just never really liked it after a while. I guess Lindsay was still kind of okay. She was still kind of funny, but Michael was just like... Michael was always funny. But I will say Michael got softer over the years for sure. Like, he stopped really fucking with Gavin. He basically stopped treating him like a piece of shit, and it's like, but that was what was funny between those two. Their dynamic was hilarious when Michael was like busting on Gavin the whole time. That shit was funny. calling him a fucking idiot and all this other stuff.
Combat efficiency at critical level. No further actions needed. The machine god is pleased. End
I
of
bet he
log.
is. Oh my god, dude. These freaking turrets. Can you die? Holy crap, dude. Get me away from those turrets. Is this a Black Legion? Whoa! I was slowed for a second there. I will dodge that. Don't worry. Dude, these turrets are insanely strong. Nope! These are rocket turrets. Okay. I can't do nearly enough damage with the flamethrower to those things. Plus, I missed a tech shrine over here like an idiot. Let's see. Michael had a definite change. I remember specifically watching when they got Ray back on a podcast, and Ray didn't miss a beat on a joke about Gavin being in a video with Mia Khalifa, and Michael immediately was looking to the camera as if he was worried that needed to be cut. I don't understand. Yeah, Michael just got really soft. And I kind of wish, I really do wish that Ray would actually, like, tell us, you know, the real reason why he left. I think me and, of course, a lot of people have speculated over the years the reasons why he left. I personally think he left because it was getting stale for him. Doing, I mean, maybe this is something he might have mentioned, but like doing GTA all the time, Minecraft, there's only so much you can take of those games. And it, honestly, I don't think he was being treated fairly. Legitimately, I don't think he was being treated fairly. Because if you noticed, he talked about it on that podcast. That's probably where I got the idea that maybe he was fed up with the content. But like, if you notice also, I don't think it was just that, to be fair. I think it really had a lot to do with the fact that, like, he wasn't being treated as equally. And not in terms of, like, oh, they were being racist towards him or anything. It was just like, I don't know. Maybe his suggestions, maybe he wanted to make some suggestions of certain things they could do differently and they weren't taking it seriously or something like that. And he just didn't feel appreciated. And plus, you know, he wanted to stream more, which is fine. But if you notice towards, yeah, it just got really boring. And if you notice towards the end of his time there, you could hear that he wasn't talking nearly as much as he used to, and the tone of his voice was very melancholy and just down all the time. And I'm like, dude, there's something wrong with Ray, man. I started noticing it really early on, and it truly, I genuinely think that he was just not, he wasn't liking where he was anymore. And it sucks, because honestly, when they brought him on, it was literally, he was one of the best people they could have had. He was funnier than everybody in that room. And I love Jeff to death, and I love Michael, and Gavin's funny by being stupid, but like, Ray was literally, legitimately the funniest guy in that room. I'm glad he's happy doing what he's doing now, but I think they weren't letting him stream after a certain point after he discovered he really enjoyed that. I remember specifically he ran his quitting by Jeff first. It's a power sword. Wait till you get the rest of that typed in. Unspent skill points. Okay, we'll put a point into maximum HP as well. Huff, are you like cutting yourself off there, or did YouTube just not put the whole message in? Oh, wow. It's a purple greatsword. Oh, man, dude. I really like the flamethrower, though. I guess we'll do a second set again. I like the power axe, but, I mean, I can't pass up the opportunity to use it. Look at that thing. That is ridiculous. Damage bonus, knockback skills... Cooldown reduction for all skills. Damage bonus. Do that. Okay, we can finally get a better... not. Ooh. 0.77% shield HP regeneration per second. 17% suppression gain from attributes. And said that Jeff offered him an amount of pay increase to stay in case it was a financial issue that Ray specifically said there's no way that would have been feasible or something, like big jump. I think I remember hearing about that, yeah. Like Jeff wanted him to stay, but he was like, nah, that's just, it's not worth it. And I you know, it's not for him because he was not happy. And I think that's something that luckily they respected, but you know, they probably also should have noticed. 9.7% inoculator effect duration. I think I'll do that one. Oh my god, it's so weird seeing green be better. It's weird, man. I lose 0.5% damage reduction, but I gain so many other things. 3% chance to add physical vulnerability on bleed. 2.5, which I don't think I have. 2.5 to all resistance when suppression status is protected. 3.6 damage reduction when using salvo skill, which I think is what I have. Dude, my armor is kind of nice right now, actually. You ran out of characters. There's a character limit? I didn't know there was a character limit. Now Ray streamed with a few good people and a whole lot of low-tier streamers. There's the 51 difference, baby. Yeah. Look at me! We might have enough time to run one more. There's a grenade launcher. Alright, we're gonna sell all of that. What are these? Omega Pack. Relic Loot Box. Oh! I forgot about... Okay. There's an Alpha Pack, Beta Pack, Omega Pack. Contains a fixed amount of 3 items. A mixture of shards, psalm codes, tarot cards, consumables, intels, or relic items. Contains 4 to 7 random items with a okay, so yeah, this is the best pack. You want the Alpha Pack. But you need 500 of that currency, which is... doubles the chance of finding a relic item in the next terror mission. Mind reset. Okay, that's pretty cool. Dude, this game is nuts. But how do I get these? Can I go down here? Nope. How do I want to check. I don't know how. I want to check how to get those purple seals. Maybe doing campaign missions or something? I don't know. Okay, so we have enough time to do... Well, I do kind of want to... I need to go to the bathroom, and then I do want to check out to see if somebody made a video on... made a video on what the PS5 version gives. I'd watch Ray more if there was less nags. Who's nags? See, I haven't watched Ray in like a long time, so I don't know what he's up to. But I'll be right back, and then we'll get into watching that, see if we can find somebody who might have covered what the PS5 version does. Most forced streamer in his group. Forced how? Like they just kind of shove him in front of you and hope that you like him or something? I'm not the biggest fan of the loud and disrupting that Nags and Chibi bring anymore, but I do catch some of their videos. Okay, so Ray, as you guys mentioned, Ray's not a solo streamer anymore. I'm not sure how I feel about that, to be honest. Dude, it's insane how much is in this game. This is basically a forever game, kind of like, well, Diablo or Space Marine 2 is also kind of a forever game. He also does group content. Okay. Is loud equals funny personified along with chibi. I see. Alright, I think it autosaves, so we're good. Would have to. Let's check out and see if anybody covered what the PS5 version might actually offer here, because I'm curious. That's awesome, though. We really kind of like... Yeah. I'll definitely grab the upgrade, the Ultimate Edition, because that'll give me everything. Chibi only got... So Chibi is a female, okay. Only got worse after her eye gimmick? Okay, so let's see. It's, it's a review. No, I don't want to review. I'm sure that... Can I do... I don't know what the autofill button is to fill in the rest, but... PS5. Do not buy. Why?
So once again, the need has arisen to create a do not buy video. I've only ever made one such video in the past, and that was for Chocobo GP, which will be linked down below if you want to watch it. I've never wanted to focus on the negative side of gaming, as there's already a...
Does this... Oh, maybe this is the... This might be the video we saw on the store. Yeah, it is. So
once again, the need to focus on the negative side of gaming, as there's already a million other people doing that. But when something comes along that genuinely...
Oh, she's a VTuber? Oh, okay. He streams a good bit with VTubers lately. He claims he's just chasing the clout for views, but it feels like he just vibes with it well. I mean, I guess I just subscribed to my first VTuber. And probably the only one I'm doing is Smug Alana, just because she's not trying to play a character or anything. She just uses a character in place of a camera, and then she just is herself. And I like what she has to say most of the time. I do disagree with her on some things, but like for the most part, I like what she has to say, and plus she's funny. It is nice to see him play play the straight man of the group with the perfectly timed zingers. I mean, that's Ray for you, though. I think Ray realizes that VTuber watchers are the people who grew up watching him. Maybe, yeah.
I will put my opinion out there. I'm actually working on a completely unrelated review right now, but I wanted to quickly put this video together as somewhat of a PSA or a warning for potential buyers. Now, of course, there could be something that I don't know about, or perhaps a very good
look at that,
look. Problems.
In that video, in that intro cinematic, he's using a hammer.
That I have at
There's got to be a hammer in this game.
In my opinion, this kind of thing really needs to stop, and these publishers and or developers have to be held to task. They just seem to keep doing it, and the thing is, every time we accept mediocrity or broken product...
Okay, first and foremost, they're an indie developer. So for them to ask for some money for an upgrade is not that big a deal.
We're effectively sending the message that it's
especially if the game's good.
It absolutely is not. You know, I normally go into detail about what the game is and how it all works, but in all honesty, after playing this complete disappointment, I'm just going to give you the info you need, my opinions, and nothing more. This is also just supposed to be an upgrade of an existing game that doesn't really add much to it, so yeah, I'm going to skip most of the game info and attempt to get to the point. The Ultimate Edition of Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr, which released on the 27th of October 2022, is supposed to be a next-gen upgrade for the 2018 game of the same name.
Okay.
It's an ARPG in much the same style as the Diablo series.
I'm already checked out with this guy. Why? I mean, he's not boring. He's pretty to the point. Is it because he just like outright just says this is like garbage? I'm curious as to why. I mean, I want to know if there's any significant upgrades that we get with the PS5 version, or if it's just you get all the extra stuff, which I'm gonna get anyway.
With real-time action combat, lots of abilities to use, levels to be gained, build crafting, and of course, a vast amount of loot to acquire and sift through. There's currently 4 character classes in the game, with a 5th to be added later, which each have 3 variations within them. They work as sort of specializations, allowing you to be quite specific regarding the kind of role that you want to fulfill. It's obviously set in the Warhammer 40k universe, and it's a game that has a rather small but passionate fanbase. And you know what? I include myself in that fanbase. I've been a long-time fan of Warhammer in all of its forms, and I bought the PS4 Complete Edition of this game a few years ago, which I did enjoy. So I suppose you might be wondering what's included in the Ultimate Next Gen Edition. What do you actually get? Well, you get the base game, all previously released DLC, access to the new upcoming character class, and of course those fabled Next Gen performance upgrades. Oh, and I should point out that this edition doesn't affect the PC version of the game at all. This new release is completely separate from that and is only available on console.
He can have whatever opinions he wants. I couldn't give less of a shit about an opinion piece telling you not to do or buy something.
Right, so with all of that out
of the way, I'm just listening. I'm going through his video here because I want to see if he says anything about what the upgrades are for the PS5.
It's important for me to prefix this section by saying that I am a big fan of the game.
Because it's just like with me and Ghost of Tsushima's PS5 upgrade. I see no reason to get it because the PS4 version already runs at a locked 60 FPS on either mode. So I always go for the higher resolution version or the higher graphics version. The sad part is that I can't play Iki Island unless I buy the upgrade, which is really shitty. I can't buy it separately.
On PS4. I beat the game, I played the expansion stuff, and at the end of the day, I did have fun with it. I played it on a PS4 Pro, and the performance left a lot to be desired back then.
See?
It ran at, I think, 30 FPS most of the time, but it did have relatively common frame drops, especially during heavy combat sections.
It was a weird thing with the PS4 Pro version because he says 30. I think it was above 30, trying to hit 40 FPS. It was trying to go for 60, but it just couldn't do it. The PS5 is very clearly brute forcing its way through it, which is awesome.
had a small amount of screen tearing and stuttering.
The screen
It can be
tearing
a bit
is distracting.
complicated because the original console release went through a ton of patches and stability improvements, so the quality of your experience with the older version of the game would have depended heavily on when you played it.
Right.
For me, I'd say it was better than acceptable, but not exactly what I would call great. I recently read somewhere
He was
that the
getting
older
trophies
version
left
of
and
the
right
game had
here.
a 60 FPS PS5 patch that allowed the old PS4 version to hit 60 FPS when played on a PS5 via backwards compatibility.
Which I'm doing now.
Unfortunately, I've not experienced that for myself. The PS4 and PS5 versions of this game are 100% separate apps, by the way. You don't download the PS4 version and then update it via a patch or anything like that into the PS5 version. You literally need to delete the PS4 version and then download the PS5 one. It's worth noting that all of your progress or any characters that you might already have in the PS4 version will be available in the PS5 version despite being separate applications. So I downloaded the new PS5 version of
I mean,
the
a
game
lot
myself.
of PlayStation games are like that though. There's Battlefield 2042. It has a PS4 version and a PS5 version because they're separate. You know, Far Cry 6 has 2 versions. Like, that's just the way it's always been. I don't know what he's complaining about. I'm not saying they're all like that. There are some where it basically the PS4 version gets replaced by the PS5 version. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think there are some. But for the large majority of them, it's just you can download one or the other, which is good because if I wasn't able to play the PS4 version of 2042, whenever I'm getting sick and tired of like all the freaking PC players, I'd lose my mind.
When it landed on the store, because it promised me something. The same game that I enjoyed before, but with smooth 60 frames per second gameplay.
Which we got
4K
today. We just have some some screen resolution.
The poor optimization and
Okay, so he just said better texture resolutions and lighting. So that's supposedly what's in it.
performance in the older PS4 version didn't ruin my fun, but it did hinder it a little bit. So I thought, oh cool, I can play the game again, but it will look better, and most importantly, it will play better. I'll tell you, I was ready to lose many hours to this updated version, but I booted up the game, loaded into the hub area, and instantly, I felt like something was wrong. I started moving around and my god, it was almost indescribable. It felt and looked awful. The frame rate just fell off a cliff, and I would guess, in the mid to low 20s. When you're standing still, it's kind of hard to notice that anything's wrong, but the moment you start walking about, it all just goes to hell.
Well, clearly this is not
Screen tearing is now
it.
far more common than it used to be, and somehow it runs worse than the old version did. As you're playing the game, you know, just like moment to moment, it's nothing short of unpleasant to witness in person. I will just say though, it may not look as bad in the video that you're seeing now, and that's because I always record my stuff at 1080p 60 FPS, which does kind of smooth things out a little bit. But seriously, when playing the game normally through a TV, it's utterly atrocious. Also, I don't remember this being a thing in the original, but were you always able to...
That doesn't make any sense. If he records it in 1080p 60, that doesn't make the game run better at all. Like, that's not how that works. If you are having 20 FPS frame drops, which we have not even seen in this video, then it would show up in the fucking video. That was the dumbest thing that he said so far. Recording it in 1080p 60 doesn't change the fact that you saw frame drops. We should be seeing them, but he's clearly either not showing us that footage or he's lying. I don't know what this...
see down here? You know, like down the back of the geometry? I can't remember it being like that, but maybe it was. Whatever though, I just wanted to point it out.
I believe it is.
When the action gets thicker and there's more enemies on screen, it's almost unplayable to me, and I'm not somebody who's usually sensitive to lower frame rates or frame pacing. I mean, do I want games to be at 60 FPS by default? Would I like 60 to be
I'm
the
seeing
minimum
60
for
right here. I don't know about
games?
you guys, but I'm
Sure,
seeing 60
I really
here.
don't mind a good game if it's at 30. At first, I was
I think he's showing
genuinely
later
convinced that I'd
footage
done
after it was
something wrong,
patched and
or that there
everything.
was a setting I just
So
hadn't
his
seen, but
complaints
nope,
don't
this is just
mean
how it is.
anything.
I was so confused by what I was seeing that I had to go and do a few hours of research online. I looked everywhere that I could think of to find out what was going on, and after compiling all of the information, I think I understand the situation. So if you want to get the Xbox version of this update, I'm hearing that it looks pretty good and runs pretty smoothly between 50 and 60 FPS. Take this with a grain of salt, but it seems okay to pick the game up on Xbox if that's what you want to do. From what I've read, it's working almost exactly as it should be. However, on PS5, it's a totally different story. Obviously, I can't 100% confirm what I'm about to say, but from what I've personally experienced in my copy of the game, the following does seem accurate. Someone out there did some testing and they claimed that the dedicated PS5 version is struggling hard to hit 28 FPS, and once you get into combat it falls even further. The screen tearing is incredibly distracting and almost constant in some missions, and during some combat encounters the frame rate tanks to the low 20s, and I wouldn't be surprised if it drops below 20 at times. And look, frame rate isn't everything. I like tons of different games regardless of how they look or how they run. But what I'm getting
A game like
here
this,
is
you don't
flat out
need
unacceptable.
60 FPS.
Believe
You
it or
can
not,
go with
this
30.
wasn't a free update. As I said earlier, it's a completely separate app which I believe retails at £50 in the UK and around $50 in the US. So if you've never owned the game before,
Or half
you'd
if
be
you own the
paying
game
that
already.
kind of price for this mess of a release. Originally, this was going to be your only purchase option, but after some backlash, which was more than justified in my opinion, the publisher decided to give owners of the old version a 50% discount on the new version if you bought it digitally. So that means you'd be paying around £25 or $25 if you already owned the previous version. This might sound a bit harsh, but frankly, even with the 50% discount, it's still kind of insulting. It was supposed to be a slight visual and performance update, which also gave you access to a new character class later down the line.
And this
So I
was
could
2
see
years ago,
maybe
so I
£10
guarantee you
or
it's all
$10 as a
fixed
push,
one way or
but
another.
25 just seems very greedy to me. I mean, even if the update worked...
Very greedy. For an indie developer, they are developing and self-publishing, and he thinks $25 for all the DLC and a patch for PS5 is greedy? What? You know what's fucking greedy? When EA charged us $70 for a broken Battlefield game and then said, oh, by the way, here's a bunch of microtransactions that you can also buy for $20 or $30 a pop. That's greedy. I might be simping for Neocore Games here, but I'm seeing this in a different light here. Neocore Games is not EA. They need to pay their fucking bills. Okay? EA makes tons of money off their shitty fucking soccer game, and you're going to sit here and chastise Neocore, an indie developer who's developing and self-publishing, and they have been for years, successfully, might I add, and you're going to chastise them for asking for $50 if you don't own the game and only $25 for if you do? Like, are you kidding me? This guy can pretty much go fuck himself, but like...
As it was intended to on the PS5, it would have still been way overpriced, at least as far as I personally perceive its value. Funnily enough, a lot of players were actually reporting that the discount wasn't even working properly at launch, so, you know, they couldn't even do that correctly. And lastly, I just want to say that I'm obviously not a developer and I've never created a video game before myself. That said, I do have a very good understanding of the process, and as far as I understand the situation,
I have a good understanding of the process because I was a part of it. So, I have a better understanding than he does.
At the present time, this release is simply not good enough. I'm honestly tempted for the first time in my life to ask Sony for a refund on this one, and it sucks because I like the game and I want to play the damn thing. I'm almost convinced that they've accidentally uploaded an unpatched early build of the PS4 version to the PlayStation Network instead of the PS5 version. It's the only logical thing I can come up with because this kind of thing isn't an accident. They must have known about the awful performance. The game doesn't exactly develop itself, does it? I mean, are they trying to tell me that they had no idea?
All right. Anyway, so from what I got out of that, it's apparently, like I thought, texture resolution upgrade. I guess a lighting upgrade and a frame rate increase, which we don't need, but and that was 2 years ago. So there's no doubt in my mind they've already probably fixed any of the issues that the PS5 version might have had. But for this dude to say that even $25 is too greedy, I don't understand where he gets the gall to say that about an indie developer whose track record is pretty stellar at this point. You know, and I don't know. I don't agree with that at all. Not one bit. See, there she is right there. Yeah, no, I don't agree with that at all. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my life, dude. He's gonna call Neocore Games a true blue decent indie developer greedy for wanting a little bit of cash thrown their way. Even when they were like getting backlash, they said, all right, half off. You can't be okay with that? Would I have been okay with paying $50 for another version of the game? Probably not, but then again, I wouldn't have bought it. You know, it's just, oh my God, what a dickhead, man. I'm sorry. That pisses me off so much to hear somebody say that about a developer who's doing everything by themselves, and they have been forever. Look at this. I literally have everything. So I don't even need to buy the PS5 upgrade. I could just, this is the last thing I would need to buy, and that was it. This, I think, all came with whatever, the collector's edition or something like that. Is this 25 items? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. And then this one. Oh, so I already have everything. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, it'd be different if it was one guy developer trying to charge up the ass for nothing, but for a full studio trying to stay independent, I can't think you get everything in a next-gen patch as greedy for $25. Yeah, I don't get it either. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard somebody say about an indie dev who's actually, like, good. Well, alright, so the PS5 upgrade is supposedly, you know, texture, resolution upgrade, all this other stuff, but I already have all of the other, you know, expansion stuff, so I might not actually get it. As much as I want to support this developer and I love their work, I don't see any reason to get it because we're getting a solid 60 frames a second. Granted, there's still screen tearing, but I mean, when I was playing it, I didn't really notice it, and the PS5 is just brute forcing its way through it anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. But that is going to do it for me tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. It was a little extra long one tonight, but I wanted to because it's been a while since I played this game. Sorry. And it's been a while since I played this game, and I really wanted to get into it, and I think we got a pretty good idea as to how this game goes. So I can't wait to play more of it. And I hope you guys can't wait to watch more of it, because we're going to be playing it again next week. But please join me again tomorrow, where we'll pick right back up in Far Cry 6, because, apologies, we didn't have a stream on Monday. And we're going to continue our work towards defeating Jose Castillo. Anton Castillo's son. One of them, anyway. And, yeah. We're gonna do some damage. But until then, I'm Adam Wolf. This was Warhammer 40k Inquisitor Martyr. And I'll see you guys later.